Good morning, students. Today I am again come and making a video clip for the chapter solid state. Up to this moment, we already studied which type of solid are there and how they are classified. Students, from this point onward, now I am discussing only about the crystalline solid. And for understanding the structure and geometry of crystalline solid, certain points are there which should be clear properly. Before clearing these points, we are unable to detect the geometry as well as formula of the compound. The 2 points are there, but one is there crystal and bravais lattice. There are 2 type of lattice, crystal lattice and bravais lattice. In this points, first of all, I am going to clear each point regarding the crystal and bravais lattice. Clear? But what are the crystal lattice? You know, in crystalline solid, constituent particles are well arranged in a particular manner throughout the substance. I am seeing this side. This is a small piece of crystal, smallest piece of crystal, portion crystal, that is a 3D. So these points are known as lattice point. So one thing is there, what is a lattice point? Those points which represent a constituent particle of an atom is known as lattice point. Clear? Suppose that sodium chloride is there. So in sodium chloride, Na plus and Cl minus ions are there. So these points are known as lattice points. So in crystal, where the position of constant particle is there, that point is known as lattice point. And when these lattice points join with each other by imaginary line, then they generate certain structure. Either it may be cubic, either may be monoclinic, either may be hexagonal. Now, the definition of crystal lattice. What is crystal lattice? The regular 3D arrangement of point in space is known as crystal lattice. When these points regularly 3D arranged in whole substance, then they generate certain structure, and these are the crystal lattice. In one line, you can say regular 3D arrangement of point in space is known as crystal lattice. Now, there are 14 possible 3D lattice. If we watching different type of crystal, then only 14 possible 3D arrangements are there. It means there are 14 crystal lattice, and all these 14 crystal lattice collectively known as bravais lattice. Is known as bravais lattice. Clear, students? Now, what are the characteristics of lattice point? As I told, in lattice point, each point represents the position of constant particles. Second, each lattice point, when joined with each other by imaginary line, then they generate a certain structures. Clear? नहीं आया मुझे यार. नहीं आता मुझे. Good morning, students. Now I am coming with the second video clip of the chapter solid state. Now I am going to clear the crystal and bravais lattice. What are the crystal lattice and what are the bravais lattice? Students, you know well in crystalline solid all the particles are arranged in particular manner. So in each crystalline solid, those points where constituent particle is located is known as lattice points. Put in your mind कि in crystalline solid those points where constituent particle is located is known as lattice point, and at the basis of lattice point we can define the crystal lattice. What is the crystal lattice? Regular 3D arrangement of these points in space. Regular 3D arrangement of point in space is known as crystal lattice. Clear? Now, many types of crystal lattices are possible, but maximum 14 possible 3D lattices there, not more than 14. Then these 14 possible lattices are collectively known as bravais lattice. But in bravais lattice, you can say कि all the possible 3D arrangement of point in space is known as bravais lattice. In crystal lattice, when we observe the crystal lattice, then it gives certain information to us about the crystal. What information are conveyed by the lattice point? First thing is there कि in crystal lattice, each point represents a lattice point. First thing, in crystal lattice, all the point is known as what? Lattice point. And what are the lattice point? These lattice points represent the presence of constituent particle. It means if in this unit cell there are 8 points, it means there are 8 constituent particles. And third one is there, when these constituent particles join with each other by an imaginary line, then they generate a certain structures. Clear? And with the help of this we can understood what are the crystal lattice and what are the bravais lattice. Clear? Again I am saying one thing कि in crystal lattice the points are known as lattice point. When these lattice points are regularly arranged, then they lead the formation of crystal lattice. There are 14 types of crystal lattice is possible, and all collectively are known as bravais lattice. Clear? And now I am going to explain the next topic that is a very important for the board exams and for further studies, and that is a unit cell. Very important topic. Unit cell. That is unit cell. Okay? Now, what is unit cell? But for explaining the unit cell, I am going to give the example of a ball. Suppose that is a ball, and in ball certain 3D repeating units are there, like brick. Brick repeat again and again and lead the formation of ball. In this way, we can say that the smallest 3D portion of crystal which repeat again and again and form crystal is known as unit cell. So the smallest 3D portion of a crystal which repeat again and again and lead the formation of crystal is known as unit cell. Unit cell has different type of shapes. For example, I am saying if I consider ball as a crystal, then the repeating unit is brick, and each brick has a 3D structure, and this brick is known as unit cell. Now I am going to represent a unit cell. This side now. See certain यहाँ पे this is a one unit cell. This is a one unit cell, And now see, beta, this is a x axis, this is a y axis, and this is a z axis. So we can say that this unit cell has 3D structures. Clear? And now the length of this edge is A, and the length of this edge is B, and the length of this edge is C. So a unit cell is characterized by two things, and one is S length, and that is written as A, B, and C. And the second important thing is there, interfacial angle. Second is there, see side, interfacial angle. But what are the interfacial angle? The best example of unit cell is that the room in which you are sitting. See your room in which you are sitting. There are how many faces? I hope so. You see now? One face front, one right, second left, fourth back, one top, and second next one is bottom. So there are 6 faces, and these faces meet with each other at certain angle. In our room, these faces meet at a right angle, that is a 90 degree. This angle is known as what? Interfacial angle. You can say that the angle between any two faces is known as interfacial angle. And this interfacial angle is represented by the alpha, this one is beta, and this one is gamma. So interfacial angle is alpha, beta, and gamma. In our room, these interfacial angle is equal and all of them are 90 degree. But at the basis of these edge length and these interfacial angle, these unit cells are categorized in 7 forms, and they are represented as a 7 crystal system. One chart is there in your NCERT. Learn what is the value of ABC and alpha, beta, gamma for the different type of unit cell. Now from this point I am proceeding for the only cubic unit cell. Clear बेटा? हमने क्या बताया कि the smallest 3D portion of a crystal which repeat again and again is known as unit cell. And any unit cell is characterized by the two parameters. One is S length, A, B, C, and second is interfacial angle, that is alpha, beta, gamma. You know what are the interfacial angle? I am saying now the angle where two faces are meet is known as interfacial angle. The room in which you are sitting, when you see where two walls are meet, then the angle will be the what? 90 degree. We can say the interfacial angle is 90 degrees. Clear? And now I am going to explain about the primitive and non-primitive unit cell. What? Primitive and non-primitive unit cell by considering cubic unit cell. Actually different examples are there, but I am going to explain primitive unit cell and non-primitive unit cell only at the basis of cubic unit cell. But the first thing is there, for cubic unit cell, see side, cubic unit cell. If any cubic unit cell is there, like your room, what are the elements? A is equal to B, B is equal to C, and what are the interfacial angle? Alpha is equal to beta, beta is equal to gamma, that is 90 degree. Clear? Now, one thing is there, cubic unit cell. What are the cubic unit cell? For best example of cubic unit cell is room in which you are sitting. Observe your room carefully. In your room, how many corners are there? When you see that there are 4 corners in the top, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4 are below, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So in cubic unit cell, there are how many corners? 8 corners. But how many faces? 6 faces are there. How can you count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in a cubic unit cell, there are 8 corner and 6 face. But one thing, corner is said to be a structure generating points. Which point? A structure generating points. Now I am going to explain primitive and non-primitive unit cell. First is primitive unit cell, and this is also known as simple cubic. Also known as simple cubic. And second is non-primitive unit cell, and that is also known as centered unit cell. Centered unit cell. But a very important point is there, so I repeat again and again so that you can understand properly. But I am discussing primitive unit cell and what? Non-primitive unit cell. By considering which type of unit cell? Cubic unit cell. What are the conditions for the cubic unit cell? You know, cube are the structure where all the edges are same. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. And what are the interferential angle? Alpha is equal to beta, beta is equal to gamma. That is what? 90 degree. So what are the primitive unit cell? Clear? So those unit cell in which constituent particle are present only at corner. Those unit cell in which constituent particles are present only at corner. Only at corner. So those unit cell in which constituent particles are present only at corner is known as primitive unit cell. But now I am taking an example of a football, because atom is spherical, na? So football is also spherical. So in our room we can put the football from where? First add all the corners. How many corners are there? 8. If one football placed at one corner, then the total number of atoms at corner is what? 8. And other than corner, we can place the atom at faces and inside the unit cell. It means in cubic unit cell we can place constituent particle at many places, but we can say 3 things. One, only at corner. Second, corner at face. Fourth, corner and inside the body. So those unit cell in which constituent particle are present only corner is known as primitive unit cell. And in this case, NC is equal to 8. What is the NC? Number of atom at corner. कितने होंगे बेटा यहाँ पे? 8. Number of atom at face, that is 0. Because it is primitive unit cell and constituent particle are present only at corners. That why at face there is no particle. Third is number of atom inside the body, it is also 0. But what is the non-primitive unit cell? Simple, those unit cell in which constituent particle are present some other position along with the corner. I am going to ask some questions. Suppose that in a cubic unit cell only 8 atoms are present at corner, then which type of unit cell? Primitive, because only at corner are present, atom are present. And if I am placing one atom at corner and one place inside the body, there is a primitive or non-primitive? This is a what? Non-primitive. If I am placing the constituent particle corner as well as faces, there is a primitive or non-primitive? Non-primitive. Because in primitive, constituent particles are placed only at corners. And except corner, if particles are present some other position, then it is called the non-primitive unit cell. And this non-primitive unit cell is also known as centered unit cell. Now बेटा देखो यहाँ पे, after that, these are 3 types. First, body centered cubic. Next, face centered cubic, and last is end centered cubic. अब बेटे देखो यहाँ पे नॉन प्राइमरी यूनिट सेल में क्या होंगे? one atom at kernel, 8 atom is here, 8 atom is here, and 8 atom is here. Then number of atom at face, number of atom inside the body, face, inside the body, face, and inside the body. Now I am going to explain the body centered cubic. This is also known as BCC, body centered cubic. यानी those unit cell in which one atom are present at corner and one atom या one constant particle is present in the mid of in the body of the unit cell. तो बेटा यहाँ पे कितने हो जाएंगे body centered में? Number of atom at corner 0, number of atom at face 0, because in body centered there is no atom on face, only one atom are present inside the body. So those unit cell in which constituent particle are present kernel as well as inside the body. There are total number of 9 constituent particle which involve in BCC unit cell. Now I am going to tell about the face centered cubic. As you see now, face. So before studying the face centered cubic unit cell, you again observe your room. How many phases are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. तो फेस सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक में क्या हुआ कि those unit cells in which one atom are present at kernel and one atom are present at each faces is known as face centered unit cell. अब बेटा यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, corners पे 8 है और face कितनी है 6. If one constant particle are present at one face, then how many faces are there? 6. So number of atom at faces, that is the 6, and inside the body is 0, and this is commonly known as face centered cubic. Now I am going to discuss about the end centered cubic. When we say end centered cubic, then you learn one thing, that alternate phase. Alternate phase. It means in centered unit cell, one atom are present at kernel and atom are present at opposite faces. So in case of cubic unit cell, there are 6 phases, and at alternate phases only 2 atoms are possible. How many atoms are possible? 2. How? Let us see. One atom can place this side and one atom can place this side. Now that is a alternate order. This phase constant particle is there, this phase no constant particle, this phase particle is there, front no particle is there, and in this phase is also in alternate order. So now we can say NF is equal to 2 and Ni is equal to 0. Clear beta? So that is a very important point about the unit cell, and we discussing about the primitive unit cell and non-primitive unit cell by considering the cubic unit cell. And why we are choosing cubic unit cell? Because further we have to study only about the cubic unit cell. Okay, thank you. तो इसे बंदा अब अगला बना दे, नहीं बना देगा, चालू करो। हाँ दूसरा बच्चा है, अरे चालू करेगा।